So the problem with this mom is she's not producing much. So what we need to do is we need to make a homemade colostrum. The colostrum, of course, is the first milk that any mother gives, human or animal. It is the most nutritious of the milks. So we had a mama goat who kidded in the middle of the night. Cold, rainy night, our first rain of the season, and we still have several feet of snow. Honestly, she kidded sooner than we expected. So she was still out, able to roam and get into shelter or stay out in the yard. The kids were, when Ron heard them in the middle of the night, by that time there was one there. And it seemed okay. It was a little sluggish and it was very small, so we suspect that possibly it did not go to term. We brought it in, had it in here for a few hours. First light, he went out to situate the milk room so he could try to milk out the mama. And the weirdest thing was where she had the kid, when he was moving hay around, he found another one that she had just, in a totally different spot, had. He brought it in, and it was very cold, very lethargic, but we were able to warm it up some. So the problem with this mom is she's not producing much. So what we need to do is we need to make a homemade colostrum. The colostrum, of course, is the first milk that any mother gives, human or animal. It is the most nutritious of the milks. It is not, milk itself is not the same as colostrum, because colostrum holds all of the antibodies and all of the vitamins and stuff that the babies need to get that first jolt. In a perfect world, goat people or any animal people would save leftover colostrum from the previous year. It's not a perfect world. We're not perfect people, and we don't have a freezer. So we also don't have powdered colostrum, which is very expensive, and it hinders some people from actually giving the goats what they need if they aren't able to get the mama to give enough colostrum or enough milks, because some animals just don't come into milk. They just don't. Sometimes that's just nature. So to make goat colostrum, you need 2 to 3 cups of milk. Raw is best, but by this time, if you've just entered kidding season, seldom do you have raw milk, because the kids are all getting it, right? Goat kids, that is. You need 1 egg with this quantity of milk. Fish oil. There's vitamin A in here. It gets omegas into the baby. You can do a teaspoon, a tablespoon. It's a little too much. It's not going to hurt that baby. It's the same stuff that you give to yourself and your kids. It's nothing extra to buy. Sweetener, you want a little bit of sweetener. You can use honey, you can use I guess I've never thought about maple syrup, but I don't know why not. Or a little bit of sugar. You can mix that egg up. Makes it easier if you do it before you put it in the milk, but if not, just go ahead and whip it like you were going to be making a French toast or something, Then you warm it up. You're not cooking it. It's not a custard. You're just warming this up until you get it to a little bit above room temperature, what a baby would drink their bottle at. The thing is, I wouldn't let my family drink this water. But these bottles are fabulous if you're bottle feeding a kid, because they're disposable and you don't have to worry about sterilizing them. Let me just put the nipple on, and you've got some homemade colostrum that'll help that baby get through until the mama is able to produce enough milk, or you've got another source going on. We'll talk soon. God bless.